What is going on YouTube? So it is Thursday night, tomorrow's Friday. Everybody that's on the channel knows that I drop videos on mostly Mondays and Fridays, sometimes Wednesday if we have the content. But unfortunately guys, I was working on the turbo car video and I had a small hiccup, which I'm about to go through all of that with you guys so you know, but there will be a full video on the turbo car, and that's swapping out the turbo, coming soon, probably I would say at least by Monday. But for today's video, which is Friday's video, I just want to give y'all updates on both the turbo car as well as trap car. That first clip you saw, that was the donor vehicle for trap. So this is pretty much where I've left trap for like the last week, 2 weeks or so. Haven't really had time to mess with it, and really guys, I wanted to jump back on the car like pretty much this week, but when I started messing with this, I realized that this oil return line is fucked at the bottom there. Don't know how well y'all can see that, but yeah, so it should not be moving that much. Yeah, should definitely not be moving that much down there. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and have a fresh one done up. James has the straight here and the 10AN line. He just didn't have a 45, which is what that is right there coming out of the oil pan. So my boy Dan Glasscock, shout out to him, he came through with that 45 I needed. So you can see on this end right there, that's like completely secured there. That's not moving at all. And on this one, it's just flexing. Even though these two are tight, that's still flexing. And I don't think it's supposed to be that way. Maybe it is, but you can clearly see it's been leaking from somewhere around that thing. So while we got the turbo off, I'd rather we go ahead and redo it. Hopefully not have any leaks this time and get the new baby thrown on. So let me show y'all a sneak peek at the new turbo. Again, huge shout out to Macy and Maxpeedingrods, the whole team at Maxpeedingrods. Always looking out for your boy, always hooking me up with their latest products, and you know, of course, coilovers on everything, coilovers on that, coilovers on this. So yeah guys, very good friends of the channel and always support me, so I always support them and trying to turn you boys on to it. So the link will be in the description below, as well as use discount code DFSQUAD at checkout and save, I think it's either 10 or 15%. So make sure you use the discount code. Trying to look out for y'all, they're looking out for me. So let's all support each other here. But this is the new turbo. I think it's a bit updated, or it could just be that they just painted the blades gold, I don't know. But this is definitely their newest model of the same exact turbo that we had in the car, which is this old unit here. As you can see, she's there. But so essentially, and again, you'll see this in the video, what was happening was this turbo, it just was throwing a lot of oil out of the exhaust. So I'm guessing the seals were actually going out. So therefore, I didn't want to risk continuously driving this thing, because you know sometimes we go on like pretty long road trips and whatnot. So I want this thing to be minty. So yeah, I just hit Maxpeedingrods up, told them what was going on, and they shot me out a fresh turbo. This is the 30R, this isn't the 35, this is a GT30. So definitely not a huge boy, but it works so great with this F23 engine, guys. Spool time is literally pretty much none. And yeah guys, it's just a fun turbo setup, so I don't want to change anything. If anything, we're going to upgrade the head studs in this baby just to make it a little bit more reliable, but we're not going to turn the boost up or anything. We're just going to leave it the way it is on this block until we get ready to build a block for this car. We do have this engine sitting over here with a good block. That is an F23 as well. So I'm still hanging on to it just in case that be the engine block that we build, because I really don't want this car to sit down while we build a block. So I'm trying to keep a spare one on hand just in case. But yeah, for the meantime, guys, what I want to do is get this turbo thrown on, and I want to have James retune it because it's been over a year since we last tuned it. We're gonna throw some fresh plugs in it, retune it, and just continue enjoying the car. Now, as for the trap, guys, old trapper. So this thing was wrapped and the wrap was baked on, so we're trying to get it off. That car you saw at the beginning of the video, that is the donor car for all 4 doors and the trunk, so that I can just completely swipe out having to worry with getting the wrap off of those items. That's a big part of the car, as well as the side skirts too. So that's a big part of the car that I don't have to try to get the wrap off. Pretty much all I gotta do is scuff it up good and it'll be ready for primer. The other car actually came with a hood, so I'm not sure if we're gonna use this hood or the other hood, but we'll take a look at it and see which one is in better shape or whatever. But pretty much now, guys, all we have to worry about on this car is finishing up where I started, which I got the pillars completely sanded down all the way to pretty much here. I got to do the rest of this quarter. The bumper isn't wrapped, so that's going to be easy to sand. Don't have to do the trunk now. And we're going to do this whole quarter here, as well as that pillar and the roof. We get those things done and this thing will be pretty much good to go. Then all we have to do is switch over the doors. I'm gonna take these windows out because they're already tinted and swap them into the new windows, and into the new doors. And these rear quarter glasses, I'm just gonna probably order the pre-cut pieces for this and do those myself on the new windows, because I don't want to take this out. That's just too much work. And yeah, I don't think I can screw this up too bad. It's just a little triangle there. So that's probably what we're gonna do, guys. And once we do that, I already have primer sitting in the house ready to go. It is a high build, so hopefully it'll cover up whatever scratches we leave from using the flat disc and stuff. And I will probably do 2 to 3 coats of high build on this thing. Then we'll sand it good with like a 320 or 400 grit. And yeah, should be ready to go. Gonna lay down some more paint. A lot of people were wondering what color. I am trying to stick with the trap color, so I think I'm gonna stay with the army green, but this time it will be paint. And no, I'm not painting my fenders. I love this rusted fender look. Definitely I gotta do that. I'm on the edge about the bumpers. I think the bumpers being black really accent the black wheels, but I'm just kind of on the fence about the bumpers. I may leave those black, I may paint those green as well. But the fenders, guys, I just have to leave the fenders like they are, at least for now. I may get some more later and try to have 2 sets just to see what it looks like painted. Maybe I'll like it better painted, but this car, it has body damage in certain places that I don't want to fix. So I don't want this car to look perfect. I want it to look beat up. I want it to look like a tank. And that's why I don't really want to make it perfect. Like you can see, that thing was smashed in on the body down there, so you have to knock that shit out to get this door to line up perfect. And I just, it's not a show car. This is a driven car. This car is meant to be abused, and yeah, I don't want it perfect. So yeah, that being said, guys, once we can get the whole body sand down, get the doors thrown on, and get it primed, we may leave it in that stage. I got to see what the weather looks like over the next, I say 2-3 weeks. If we got enough good weather, I may try to go ahead and order the actual paint and get this thing fully painted. But if not, I at least want to get this thing primed all one color and get it out, and we'll start on the Civic, which you know we recently purchased as well. But guys, I think that's where I'm pretty much gonna wrap this video up. It's not gonna be a long one, and it's not gonna be anything really getting done. I just want to give y'all an update on what I've been trying to accomplish behind the scenes. The video, bro, I got like an hour, 2 hours worth of sanding, trying different methods of removing the wrap, all that type of stuff for trap that I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna release yet. I wanted to get this thing primed and everything in one video so that you guys can just enjoy from it being kind of shitty wrap to at least primer, and then we'll do paint. But I'm not too sure. I know a lot of people are not gonna wanna watch a whole video of just sanding, so I'm trying to save some of it until we can actually get this thing looking better than this. So I guess you can, if you want, let me know in the comments what you think about it. Should I go ahead and drop a video on trap and show you guys like the progress I've been doing to get it this far, or should we wait at least until we get it in primer? Let me know in the comments down below. But again, guys, tomorrow I went ahead and took the day off, so when you watching this, I will have had the whole day. Hopefully we'll get the new turbo thrown on this and get it up and driving, and maybe we'll drive it around a little bit. And that's gonna be a video for Monday. I'm also gonna talk to James while I'm up there, and hopefully we can get a dyno tune scheduled ASAP for this car to get it retuned and mapped out perfectly so we don't have any issues there. Following that, again, we're gonna jump back on trap, try to get that thing at least primed down, and then from there, if we have time, we'll go ahead and paint it. If not, we'll roll this thing out and we'll get the Civic in and try to get that running. I really want to see if that D16 actually runs. Again, the guy did say that it's a new head gasket, new water pump, time belt, all that jazz on it, but you know, sometimes it's true and sometimes it ain't. I know I've been shit before, so I don't take it personal with anybody. I mean, it's a Honda thing, man. Sometimes you'll get a gem and sometimes you'll get something that you got to do work to. And one thing about it, I'm not going to complain at all, because when I buy stuff, I buy it in the notion knowing that I'm probably going to have to do engine work. I'm probably going to have to do like repairs to the car. I don't buy a car expecting it to drive me like all over the place at one time. That's just not me, because you never know, man. Sometimes people don't know and they just sell a car thinking it's good, and sometimes people just want to try to make a quick dollar, and it's nothing wrong with it, man. It's just everybody's hustle is different. So that being said, we're gonna try that D16 out. Hopefully it runs so we can have some fun with that before we start trying to do big things like with the case setup and whatnot. But I guess you guys just have to stay tuned, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will catch y'all next time, guys. Remember, respect our bills. Peace out.